Welcome back to the Crypto World channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now Ethereum is getting very close to its next major move in the market. We're also just about to head into a weekend which can influence the price of Ethereum differently compared to what we're seeing right now. On top of that, we're seeing a huge breakout to the upside in the altcoin market cap, and the Bitcoin dominance is plummeting in potentially a new altcoin season. This video is an important one to watch all the way to the end so that you're not missing out on any of this important information. And just before we jump into it, make sure to drop a like on the video down below, and if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe with notifications turned on for more updates just like this every single day. But anyway, with all of that out of the way, let's get straight into what this video is about. So right here, we're on the Ethereum to US dollar chart on the 3-hour time frame, and as you can see, Ethereum has still continued along with the rejection from this range of resistance, which we were discussing here on the channel days before Ethereum even got to that range of resistance. So for the subscribers out there that have been around for at least a few days now, you would have already been expecting resistance at this area just here. And so in the shorter term, Ethereum once again has seen a bit more of a rejection here. But looking in the price oscillators, first of all, in the RSI, we're actually starting to flatten out here on the 3-hour time frame. And what's very interesting is we're actually getting a bounce from this upwards trending line of support in the 3-hour RSI, which is right now coming in at approximately 49 on the RSI. So obviously, if the RSI can start bottoming out here and see another move to the upside, then that would likely cause a move to the upside in the price of Ethereum, just like back here, for example, and back here as well. The last two short-term bottoms for Ethereum both came into play the moment the RSI bounced along this upwards trending line of support. So that is something to pay attention to right now, but keep in mind the 3-hour MACD is still trending to the downside. We haven't seen a bullish cross just yet. And looking at these last two times back here, we saw a bullish cross right here at these two times. And that was basically the signal to us that we're going to be looking bullish here moving forward, at least in the shorter term trends. And so once again, we could be getting close to that if you're looking at simply the RSI, but we haven't seen it just yet in the MACD. So at this time, it's just something to keep an eye on. And something else to keep an eye on is this pattern right here. This is on the 6-hour time frame for Ethereum, and I've already covered this pattern over the past couple days here on the channel. Of course, this is a rising wedge pattern, which for the beginners out there is a bearish pattern, meaning that technically speaking, it is more likely to break to the downside than it is to break to the upside. But I want to make it clear that it's still not impossible for it to break to the upside. But anyway, we've got the support coming in at around 4,450 approximately, and the resistance right now coming in at roughly around 4.7k. So if we see a confirmed break below the support line, then that sets up the price target at the bottom of the wedge coming in at just underneath 4,000 US dollars. But keep in mind that price target only comes into play if once again we see a confirmed break below support. And even if we do see a break below support, we have some other levels of support between now and that price target. For example, looking at this previous low just here, we've already confirmed that level as support with a massive bounce right back here at around 4.2k approximately. Now looking at the 4-hour chart for Ethereum, and by the way, these red lines just here are showing us the weekends on the chart right here. So the price action between the red lines is of course the weekend price action, and what we normally see on weekends is lower volume. That is perfectly normal. But when you're looking at this entire uptrend so far for Ethereum ever since really the end of September, on the majority of the weekends so far, we have seen a pullback on most weekends. In fact, if you're looking at the past 5 weekends in this uptrend, we've had 1 bullish weekend, 1 neutral weekend, and 3 bearish weekends in the middle of this uptrend. So when you're simply going off that data and looking at the probability of what Ethereum is most likely to do in this next weekend coming up, technically speaking, just going off these previous weekends, it is more likely for Ethereum to have a bit of a pullback over the weekend, and then quite possibly a gain to the upside again into the new week if we're simply to continue along with this uptrend. I'll let you know about this at the beginning of the last weekend back here. I said that it's more likely we're going to see a pullback over the weekend, and then as soon as the new week starts, that is when we're going to see a gain in the price of Ethereum. And obviously that played out very well. If you simply sold when I made that first video back there saying that we're most likely to see a pullback over the weekend, and then bought back in on Monday when I was saying that Ethereum is most likely going to have a decent gain when the new week starts, then that would have been a very profitable strategy. But keep in mind, just because we've seen this sort of thing in the past, it doesn't guarantee anything's going to happen in the future, because obviously nothing is guaranteed in these markets. It just comes down to probability. And once again, right now, if you're simply looking at the bullish, neutral, or bearish scenario for the weekend price action, Ethereum just has a higher probability of having a little bit of a pullback over the weekend. It doesn't have to do that, but that's just simply going off all of this data that we have. And if that's the case, if we do end up seeing a bit of a pullback over the weekend, then it's very likely in that case that we're going to see a break to the downside out of this rising wedge pattern, which would potentially give us a bit more of a short-term cool off off for Ethereum, but the key word is short term, because that is all this is. When you're zooming out to the big picture, if you're looking at the daily chart, the weekly chart, the monthly chart, we are still looking very bullish on the longer term trend for Ethereum, just like Bitcoin. So any sort of pullback or bearish price action that I might be referring to in this video, that is only talking about the shorter term. And in fact, I would see a short-term pullback as a buying opportunity, considering that we're still in an uptrend on the bigger picture. And speaking about an uptrend, right now we're seeing a huge breakout to the upside out of this bullish cup and handle pattern into a brand new all-time high for the total altcoin market cap. So this is the total altcoin market cap on the daily time frame. And for the beginners out there, the total altcoin market cap is basically the combined market cap for all of the altcoins out there. And right now we're sitting at just above $1.5 trillion for the value of all of the altcoins out there. And so this chart just here gives us a good idea on what the altcoins are doing just on average. And so the fact that we're seeing a major breakout into a new all-time high from this bullish cup and handle pattern, obviously that is very bullish for the altcoin market cap. And by the way, the technical price target for this cup and handle pattern is coming in at around $2.3 trillion, which from where we are right now to that price target, you're talking about a 50% gain in the altcoin market cap, which is the equivalent to every single altcoin in existence having a 50% gain. Obviously, that's not going to be the case. There's going to be some altcoins underperform and some altcoins outperform that gain. But for any of the altcoins that are underperforming a 50% gain, that would leave more room for other altcoins to outperform that gain, because essentially, if we head up towards that price target in the altcoin market cap chart, then we have to have an equivalent gain of 50% per altcoin. And if we're seeing a major move to the upside like that towards this price target, a 50% gain, then that's basically an altcoin season on our hands. And that is backed up by the Bitcoin dominance chart. This is the daily time frame for the Bitcoin dominance. And as you can see here, previously we were forming a huge W pattern, but since a couple weeks ago, the Bitcoin dominance has failed this W pattern, and we've seen a further move to the downside, which has been amazing for the altcoins just on average. And basically, anytime we see a major move to the downside in the Bitcoin dominance, like back here, for example, during April, that is an altcoin season, meaning that we're seeing huge gains in the altcoins. Once again, that's not going to be every single altcoin, but just on average, the altcoins are going to be doing a lot better than Bitcoin if we see a major move to the downside in the Bitcoin dominance. And so already over the past 2 to 3 weeks, we've basically seen a miniature altcoin season. But if the Bitcoin dominance especially breaks below these lows just here, this huge support's coming in at around 39% for the Bitcoin dominance, nearly 40%, then in that case, if we form a brand new low in the Bitcoin dominance, that is when it's very likely we're going to see a further collapse in the Bitcoin dominance, which by the way, isn't necessarily a bearish sign for Bitcoin. It just means that the altcoins are going to be doing a lot better than Bitcoin. And right now, I'm already looking at some specific altcoins out there that are getting ready or in the middle of seeing a huge breakout to the upside. So if you want me to make a dedicated video talking about altcoins that I'm looking at, for example, a top 3 altcoin video or a top 5 altcoin video, then let me know in the comment section down below if you want to see something like that. And if a bunch of you are suggesting that video, that's when I'll be sure to turn that video into a reality here on the channel. And don't forget, for any new viewers on the channel, I officially launched a new trading course, a technical analysis course, which by the way, you'll find a link to this in the description down below. It'll be the first link in the description. And this course is designed to take you from a complete beginner all the way up to the point where you're seeing the charts exactly how I see them. I go over many different examples of trading support and resistance, trading chart patterns, and trading with indicators as well. I also go over risk management and candlestick analysis. So if you're serious about learning technical analysis, and if you're serious about making a lot of money in the crypto markets, then feel free to check this out in the first link in the description. And if you enjoyed this video or got something valuable out of it, be sure to leave a like down below. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe with notifications turned on for more updates just like this every single day. And right now, we're actually seeing a lot of opportunity in the crypto market. So there's never been a better time to share these videos around with your friends and family to get everyone involved in this amazing opportunity. And before you click off, for the new viewers on the channel, make sure you're checking out one of these uploads if you haven't already. I've got a Bybit tutorial video showing you how I place trades over on Bybit. And I've also got a video comparing BlockFi versus Celsius, which are the 2 top platforms that I use to earn passive income on my crypto. But anyway, that is really everything I have to say for this video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.